Hey y'all, good morning. This is Tonetta, your relationship coach at Speak Your Truth, where I help educate, inspire, and empower you to be who you are and to speak your truth within your relationship. And I'm bringing y'all this video this morning talking about my podcast, Taboo Conversations, because it deals with all those things taboo, talking about relationships, not just the romantic relationships, but the relationships, of course, with you and your kids, with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers, that kind of thing as well. And of course, between the races. Like I said, I'm definitely bringing that podcast to you. It's called Taboo Conversations, and I started it on Anchor. Actually, it's supposed to drop on tomorrow, July the 1st, officially. But I have already uploaded two episodes already this week to that podcast, so you all can go take a listen right now. And like I said, definitely, I'm very excited. Already, the podcast has also been added to, because just to let you know, I started the podcast on Anchor, which is Spotify's podcasting platform, and of course it's now on Spotify. It's also on PocketCasts. It's also on RadioPublic, on Google Podcasts, and Breaker, just to let you all know. So if you all have any of those podcasting platforms already, including Anchor, make sure that you're of course downloading and checking out my episodes for Taboo Conversations. Like I said, Taboo Conversations is like I said, a podcast talking about all things relationships, but it's not just of course your regular relationship material. Some of it will be, but some of it will be a lot about, because of course I'm a change agent. So a lot of the things I'm talking about is of course helping you to of course see a different perspective, not technically changing your mindset. It may, some of the stuff I may talk about, it just may, but like I said, definitely helping you see another perspective in as far as whatever the relationship is that I'm discussing on that day, and seeing that in your life and that kind of thing. Like I said, just definitely just changing your perspective on how you see things. Like I said, I know some things that we always talk about, the things that make us go, and like I said, that's what this podcast, I'm hoping that it's going to do for you. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, give you some material, some information to of course make you think about things that's going on in your life or in relationships that you have. Just to let you know, the podcast I talked about, the episode I had yesterday, was talking about broken family relationships. So like I said, I know I'm not the only one who has or who has had a broken family relationship. Like I said, definitely that's a podcast that if you have had one and you're trying to figure out what's going on, why you're the black sheep, or why you're being left out, singled out, that kind of thing, or why you and your whoever it is constantly argue all the time, mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, whoever it is, argue all the time, you all can never get along, or you all just have not developed a relationship at all. Like I said, that particular episode is definitely for you. And like I said, I uploaded that actually about midnight to last night actually. So like I said, it's definitely there on the Anchor, and of course, like I said, it's also on Spotify, PocketCasts, RadioPublic, Google Podcasts, and Breaker. But what I'm needing from you all, I'm needing you all support, of course. I'm needing for you all to, of course, go to these sites. If you want to start on Anchor, that's fine. And then if that's where you want to listen to the Taboo Conversations podcast at, definitely please go there. But if not, if you have, like I said, Google Podcasts or the other ones I've mentioned, definitely make sure that you're going to those, and definitely make sure that you're, of course, listening in, tuning in, of course, commenting, and of course, sharing the episodes with your family and friends as well. So I'm sure there's others who may need to hear this information, not just you, I put it that way. So like I said, I definitely need your support in that arena. Like I said, we're starting off on this new podcast. Like I said, again, it's supposed to drop on July 1st, which is tomorrow, Thursday, July the 1st. But like I said, I've already uploaded a few episodes already, so you can already go, there's 2 episodes there now, so you can already go check them out. And like I said, definitely feel free to comment and that kind of thing down there as well. So I definitely want to hear from you all. So like I said, definitely go ahead and get yourself on this podcast with me. And like I said, just to let you know, like I said, the Taboo Conversations, I will be talking about those. I know I was talking a little bit earlier, but just keep in mind the things that make you go, and those things that, of course, we sweep up under the carpet and up under the rug when we're dealing with our family, friends, our employers, not wanting to say certain things, that kind of thing. Like I said, I'm bringing all that stuff to this podcast. I don't care what may happen. I'm sure some folks may get upset. I'm sure some folks are going to be triggered as well. I'm sure some employers, even my employer, may be upset. I'm sure that. But like I said, I'm definitely going to be, or not my current employer, but the past employers as well. But like I said, I'm definitely bringing the information, that material here to this podcast Taboo Conversations, because I know it's a lot of things that we always want to say, we want to speak on, but we're scared to speak on and fearful for whatever reason. Fearful because we may lose a relationship with someone. Fearful because we may lose a job if we say something. Fearful that we may lose our partner if we, of course, say something about the sex or say something about the body type, whatever it is. Like I said, I definitely want to make sure that I'm bringing all those things to you all. Like I said, so we can start discussing these things. I'm one that's big on communication. Communication for me is key across all the things that I ever do. I'm always talking about communication. Whether you can talk it out, write it out, however you want to communicate, that's fine. Dance it out if you want to dance it. I guess communicate your dance, whatever you want to do. Communication is big to me. Of course, I'm big on the words, of course, not just dance, but because at some point we still have to talk and, of course, go over these things and, of course, discuss those hard questions that's, of course, that's going to make us cry. Those hard questions and hearing those hard truths that's going to trigger us. And like I said, we definitely have to learn that at those points, those are the points that we, of course, start or can start our healing process and can start, like I said, our process of forgiveness and, of course, moving forward. Like I said, that's what I'm trying to bring to Taboo Conversations. I know this is just my second episode I've already recorded. But like I say, every week you can guarantee you at least have one. I put it that way. I know I talk a lot. I have a lot to say, and I have a lot that's going on and running through my mind. So you may have 4 or 5 a week. I have no idea right now. But at least once a week, you will definitely have a podcast, just to let you know. But like I said, I definitely this podcast is to, of course, challenge your belief system and challenge your values and, of course, shift your perspective and your mindset to think about other things and other ways that things can, of course, happen in the world and that folks can, of course, relate to each other in the world. So, like I said, that's going to be Taboo Conversations. Excuse me, like I said, that's going to be Taboo Conversations. And like I said, as a change agent, I know this is what I'm led to do. I guess I put it that way as far as going down this route to, of course, like I said, influence a lot of people. This is the way that I can do that, I'm sure. And I don't have to worry about being censored about whether I cursed or anything else going on, because, of course, I do curse. I don't curse all the time, every single word, that kind of thing at all, but I do curse at points, I guess, when I'm talking, when I'm getting passionate, when I'm getting upset, that kind of thing, cursing will come out. So just keep that in mind. This is not your traditional, how to put this, I guess, conservative podcast. I'm not a conservative person at all. I'm one that, of course, as you can tell, that speak what to say, usually what I want to say, and it comes out however it comes out, I guess I put it that way, which I'm working on that, y'all, because I know some folks that I'm kind of blunt and mean in the past and that kind of thing from the stuff that I said, but to me it's the truth as I see it. I guess I put it that way. It may not be as they see it, but it is as I see it. And of course, like I said, that's just how it comes out sometimes. And like I said, that's just always been my personality as far as just in your face and talking about this. And I know I'm more the people I'm always told that I'm trying to be somebody's mama and trying to tell somebody what to do, which I do that a lot. But like I said, that's just a mothering spirit that I have. I can't help that. I have dumbed it, not dumbed it down, but I have lessened it over the years. But like I said, I still have that mothering spirit, that spirit that, of course, I'm not going to back down until I see some change. I guess I put it that way. And the way that this world is going these days, I know Taboo Conversations is something that this world definitely needs. I know this podcast is not going to be for everybody. I know that, because it's talking about various relationships with different aspects of our life. But like I said, definitely I know that with the way that I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, and the way that St. Louis and this world is going right now, like I said, we need some perspective changes. We need some mindset shifts. We need somebody to challenge the belief systems and the values and all those types of things that's out here in the world to make people think. And like I said, that's why I'm creating this podcast, and that's why it's up and running right now. I guess I put it that way. So definitely make sure that you get your butt on over to Anchor, or if you're not on Anchor, if you have Spotify, if you have PocketCasts, if you have RadioPublic, if you have Google Podcasts or Breaker, make sure that you're getting over there and downloading my episodes to my podcast, Taboo Conversations. And like I said, with Tonetta, yes, your relationship coach here at Speak Your Truth, where I help educate, inspire, and empower you to be who you are and speak your truth within your relationship. So again, I need y'all support to go over there and, like I said, start listening to the podcast and start downloading the podcast and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if you can actually subscribe. I have been saying subscribe, so if there's no button that says subscribe, that's okay. But like I said, definitely just make sure that you're downloading the episodes and, of course, checking back each week to see what's been uploaded. So with that, I want to say again, I'm Tonetta, your relationship coach at Speak Your Truth, where I help educate, inspire, and empower you to speak your truth and to be who you are within your relationships. And I want to say thank you all. And I will also include a link in this particular description of this video, just letting a link for you all to, of course, sign up for my podcast newsletter so that you can, of course, stay abreast on what's going on, all the latest happenings, when the podcast is dropping, what it's going to be about, that kind of thing. So I will definitely include that link inside the description of this video as well, so that you can get on that list for, I guess, on that VIP podcast list, so that you all can be notified when the podcasts are dropping, so you won't miss a single episode, y'all. So with that, I want to say thank you all again. Take care, y'all. Have a great day.